Okay, let's begin our session. In this session, we'll continue the control statements. I hope everyone has watched out the week 5 videos regarding the conditional control statements. Conditional control statements are basically used to change the flow of the program execution. So it basically works on condition. When I say condition, condition as an expression which results a Boolean value. A Boolean value has two status, like it's two values here. One of the state is true and the other state is false. One of the value is true, another is false. It's a string constants. Actually, this is a string literal constants, true and false. So it will execute the statements, a block of statements based on the condition. If the condition is true, it will execute the body. It will not do any actions. Okay, so if then we have different types of conditional statements, right? The first one we have covered the last sessions, if statement. Okay, it will execute the body only if the condition is true. It will just take an action, it will process the information, process the business, any logic, only if the condition is true. That's it. There is only one way, one shot. We have another way, is two-way, you can say. Two-way, that's if the condition, if else statement. In if else statement, if the condition is true, execute the block of statement, else execute the another block of statement. So either of the conditions, like either of the body will execute. One is true block body, another is false block body. So if the condition is true, true block body will execute, and condition false, else block will be execute. So we have seen this last sessions, right? Now today we'll continue the nested block, nested if else. Okay, so what is nested here? One inside the other. Basically, generally nested means if you have if else statement, you again have if statement within if else, right? That's called nested. Adding one more if within the if else, inside the if else, or you can say a series of if conditions, if else conditions, series, one inside other inside, right? So that is called nested if else statements. We'll see today. The last one is switch case statement, which is kind of alternative to the nested if else, based on the program statements, problems, and we can use either switch nested if else or switch case statement, right? So this today we'll do this, demonstrate these two statements with the help of practical. Okay, so let's go with the nested if else statement. The very first program, it is given here under the lab sheet 5, right? So we'll begin the first one here. Write is our program that we gives the user following four options for of selecting a sports in a college, right? So for a user, a student, you can say, a student wants to play some sports. So they have given an options of four sports games. The first one is football, second one is volleyball, third one is cricket, the fourth one is basketball. So choose, student will choose which one you like to, is like to play or like to choose for the its academic purpose. So your program should prompt the user to choose one option only, right? So you can choose only one of the sports game. Enter the sport option from 1 to 4. So it is like 1 2 3 4, it's a number, right? Basically it's a number. So one number is equal to football, two is equal to volleyball, three is equal to, I mean, I just assign, assuming that one three. Whenever you enter three, it is like you choose the cricket. When you enter the volleyball, it is like you want to play for volleyball, you have to enter two. So and print the respective sports name on the screen. Just print it because you choose it, right? Display the message, a invalid choice. For example, you enter 5 6 7, any other than 1 2 3 4, it gives some invalid options. It's not available in the options. You are choosing something which is not in the menu or not in the options, right? If user enter accept the choice. So this is one of the nested if else statement. The same thing you can use the switch case also, right? So let me demonstrate here in the week 6. Sorry, not click here. Right click, new main class, Java main class. This is sports. I just say sports, and just finish it. So this is very important concept for today's and for the midterm exam. Okay, so just to make program short and easy visible for all the students. Now let's see here. What's it say here is that program should prompt the user to choose one option, right? So basically it's used to prompt. What is prompting? It is prompt the numbers, from the numbers, right? So let's how to prompt. Prompt means ask user to input. So user input means scanner input equal to new scanner system dot in. So that is semicolon, right click, fix import. Okay, it will import the package. Now you have scanner here, then you say here s out, then enter enter your favorite sport, enter your favorite sport, right? So you say if you want to enter this favorite sport. Now you want to display, basically you want to display the options, right? It's displaying options, like here you say options. What options you have? First one, football, right? Okay, the next slash n, I can say slash n. Second option is what's the second? Let me follow the questions here, right? Volleyball, cricket, basketball. Volleyball, then slash n, the next line, okay, 3 dot cricket, and slash n. Fourth point is basketball. You can choose any basketball, right? So you have entered the 4 options, just like a menu. From this one, choose the value. So you are choosing here option, like I say option variable here. Now this is a number, right? So integer is integer option. Your option portion is equal to what is the input dot next int, right? Next int, it will prompt the one option from this one. Now based on the option, now condition here, if the option is equal to 1, now we have to check 4 conditions here. If the option is equal to 1, then you choose the, it means you have selected the game, a sports, football, right? So it's like print the respective sports name on the screen, right? So how do you write it, this one? If option is equal to 1, then you say s out. You can say here you choose, or whatever you can say, you what do you say here, you choose volleyball, right? No, football, sport. Now what if it is not, 1? Okay, else if it is option is equal to 2, is what? Else if. There is if again inside the if, else if, right? So you have multiple conditions, you have to use nested if. Very simple. If you have multiple conditions, more than one conditions, then you have to choose the nested if else, right? So here again the same, follow the indentation, control C, control V, right? So you have choose the, what second one is volleyball. You choose, and you can say you choose, and you have selected, let me put like this, selected. And else if option is equal to 3, then I just copy here, better is copy this part, hit enter. So follow the indentation, that will be helpful for you. This is cricket. The next else if option equal to 4, you selected basketball. All right, now what if you have enter something else? If all the conditions fails, if it's not 1, not 2, not 3, and not 4, what else it will execute this one? So what will execute here? I just say here, please select between 1 to 4 numbers. Okay, this is the last else, because this doesn't require. If all the conditions fail, it will automatically else. It's like this is if all, if like if statement, and then else, if else, like if else. Now within this if else, you are adding another if else, if else means one if else, you have added one another if else. So this is called nested if else. I hope the definition is clear. The program is finished, so let's run the program. We'll see. Okay, so I'll just stop here. So basically I need to show one more thing, that's not prompting here, right? So let me add here s out, choose the sport, right? You have to use the option, right? I can say here slash n also, one more line. Okay, so now run the program. You see here I have given 4 options here, 1 2 3 4. Enter your favorite sport. I can choose the sport here. So I can say for myself is cricket. So I just enter, it says you selected cricket sport or something. You can write whatever you write. Okay, so this program ends. Now let's run the program. For example, you choose 1, it will use the football. Now let's run the program. You enter here 6 is not there, right? It will run, it will check the conditions for 4 conditions, 1 2 3 4. Now if you enter choose 6, the please select the options between 1 and 4 numbers only. I can say I just phrase out the properly here, please enter between 1 to 4. So I hope it's very clear. This is nested if else, right? So let's we'll continue to another example here. All right, so it will continue the lab sheet 6. So when you finish lab sheet 5 and 6, it means you are ready for the midterm exam. I will share some other important tasks you can practice more beside this. So here you can say write a program that reads years of service and salary of an employee. Means right, okay. So example, how many years you worked, year of service, and what is your salary. Okay, the program should calculate and display the increase net calculate and display the increased salary basically, and the net salary increase and the net salary of the employee based on the following conditions here. Example, if you are less than 5 years, you have to increase the salary 3% of your salary, 3% of your salary, right? If it is between 5 to 10, it means from 5, okay, until 10, 5% increase. More than 10 years, it is 7.5. Like you are calculating the gratuity, end of service benefits. So let's do this part here. I just remember this part. So right click, salary, you can say salary benefits or gratuity. Let me write it, the spelling here, right? So this part should be removed, space. This is additional time consuming for me and recording also. Anyway, here, so here again scanner, so better I will copy from here. Okay, so yes, it will automatically copy it here. Enter enter your salary, enter salary, enter your salary. You can write name, enter your name, enter your ID and your salary. You can add more stuff, right? But our focus is on the nested if else. So enter your salary. So here salary is here, you know, it's a double, right? So double, I can say salary equal to input dot next double. Now I can say s out, enter the year of service. Now basically your year of service is depends mostly they calculate based on years. It's like a fixed number, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 10 years. So we will take as a integer, right? So int service, I just say service. How many years service you provide to the company, to the employer. Input dot next int. So you got to input, right? Now he said if your salary, okay, if your salary is like you say here less than 5, sorry, it's not salary, it's a year of service, sorry, year of service is less than, he says here less than 5 years, less than 5 years. What is the commission, like, what is the increment rate for you? The company's employer is providing a 3% of your salary. How do you write this part here? You can say here increment. I say increment. When I say increment, I'm using something here, increase or some increment or increment, right? Or bonus, you can say a bonus, increment, or additional. What is saying here? Something increment. I use the word increment here. Okay, increment, right? But this increment, you see, is a variable now. It's a calculating with the salary. Salary 3%. How do you calculate 3%? 0.03. 3%. Okay, of your salary. But still, increment is not declared. So I will declare on the very beginning here double. Initially, increment is equal to 0. 0.0. For example, if the condition fails, it will take by default 0, right? So this is your salary, this is increment, right? Now you say just provide the indentation, proper indentation. Now you say else if your service of years is greater than or equal to 5, from 5 greater than, from 5 means greater than or equal to 5, and SSA, and less than 10 years, and service less than 10 years. So what is the condition here? So then your increment will be salary. What is salary here? What is this? Okay, salary multiply 5%, 0.05. Okay. Otherwise, else if your salary service is greater than or equal to 10 years, what will be the increment? Increment equal to salary multiply 0.1%, 10%. Let me confirm. 7.5%, 0.75. All right, this is the increment. So you got the increment based on the number of years. So now what is saying here? The program should calculate and display the increase and the net salary. You must display how much increase you got, increment you got, and total net salary. When I say net salary, total salary, how do you calculate total salary? Now the formula is not given, but it is very simple. Increment plus your salary. What is your current salary plus you got the increment? Add these two, that is will become a net salary. You need to know this is very basic, simple, common sense. I guess basic math here. Now you got this one. Now you say here, okay, there is no else, there is no else, right? Okay, so that's else is decrement equal to something else. Okay, there's nothing else is specified here. All right, or even you, this is a part of else, but you have to specify this part. This one can remove this one. Okay, can remove this one. This will also work perfectly, but keeping this one is good. So now here, what is net salary? Net salary, net salary equal to your salary plus increment. Now this net salary has to be double declared. Okay, so this is, you got the net salary, that's it, right? Now you print it s out. You want to print what? You just print it, I just say here dash some design just to show up. I say here sound, I saw you can say number of years, service years. I just want to prepare, I just want to write more, number of service years is, sorry, how many years you service. And you can write here s out, okay, total service year, you can say total service year, and basic salary or salary, you can say basic salary is equal to, this is what you have entered already, right? Now what you got it here, s out, increment, increment, how much you got increment here, it is increment. Now s out the net salary, salary, net salary is net salary. All right, that's it, that's your things you're preparing. So let's run the program on the file, enter your salary. For example, my salary is 4,000. Okay, number of years, I work for 10 years, or let's say 9 years. So it is here, when you say here 9 years, it will follow, it is less than, is it 9 is less than 5? No. Now check condition, service is greater than 5, yes, 9 is greater than 5, and service is less than 10, yes. So true and true, this will execute. True and true is, this statement will execute. So that's here. This is a total service 9 years, you got 200, 0.05% is of course 200 real. Then you got addition of these two, you got net salary is like a yearly increment. This is yearly increment, based on your years. So I calculate the net salary and income at the end of the year. All right, so hope this program makes sense. So